Hello once again, witchy people. Dawn is just dawning. And I've been up all night, which is why I look so tired. I made a video and it started off on one thing and 50 minutes later I finished. So I thought I better redo this and split it up into parts because I can't be putting 50-minute videos out there. So unfortunately, half the stuff that I had to show you, I've put away now. But what I did want to show you, I was doing a search, because this was supposed to be my Grimoire pages update. And I was doing a search on Google to find images of bees to go on my magical bees page. And I couldn't really find one I wanted, so I thought, oh, I'll look for magical bees. Whilst I was looking for magical bees, this popped up. And so I went to the website and I did look up what her name was. Is it Kairi? It's an Australian lady who does a Grimoire Book of Shadows pages. And this one, as you can see, it's very much my aesthetics. It's very much kind of, it reminds me a bit of what Andrea does, the Cackling Cauldron. But I shall link this lady below. The reason why I got so distracted whilst I was supposed to be doing my Book of Shadows was because of this lady. I bought a few pages of her, so Honey and what was the other one? Bee Priestess Balm, Beeswax, bee pollen. Bee pollen, and isn't bee pollen expensive now? It's really gone up in price. Anyway, that's beside the point. So I will link her shop below because she's easily distracted. I bought these pages from her and she sent me a lot of freebies. Now, whether she had sent me the freebies or not, I still would have recommended her. Because the quality is amazing. The quality is absolutely beautiful. As you know, if I can find someone that has the same sort of information as I would use myself, but in a much prettier format than I can print myself, I will buy them if that's what it takes. And I have bought a few pages along the way. As you know, from Andrea, I had quite a few from Andrea, and I shall be buying a few more from this lady as well. There was another person that I bought some pages from, and I'd love to recommend her shop, and I can't. I bought 2 lots of pages off of her, and like I said, this is not this lady and it's not Andrea. It's another seller completely on Etsy, and there were some spelling mistakes in her pages, so I wrote to her and I said, you know, I've noticed some spelling mistakes, would you like me to tell you what they are? You can edit the pages and resend them to me, thinking that that would be a great, you know, a good thing. And I did point out one specific page as well on another set that I bought that and she did correct that one that I pointed out on one page, but for the rest of it, nothing. I will write to her again, and if she does send me amended pages, I will highly recommend the shop. If she doesn't, I will not mention it again. I'm not going to badmouth someone publicly. I just think that she should have the chance to sell what I think she would like to be the perfect product. So we shall see how that goes. The other thing I bought some more stones, tumble stones off Craftmoor. Now everyone knows how much I love Craftmoor. It is my favourite place to buy tumble stones. They also sell seashells. Try saying that when you're really tired and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. What I like about Craftmoor, I think Nigel is the man who runs it with his family. They are very careful where they get their tumble stones from. They are very much ethically sourced, and that's important to me. and they are great value for money. If you go onto eBay, Craftmoor, it's for the smaller stones, it's buy 6 get 6 free. For the medium sized stones, it's buy 6 get 4 free. If you go to direct to their store, craftmoor.co.uk, I think it is. I will link Craftmoor down below anyway. I think he does an amazing discount direct from his store as well. Such an amazing seller. Really, really thinks carefully about where he gets his products from, and that's important to me. So, great seller to buy pages from, other than Andrea, or should I say as well as Andrea. And the other thing I managed to get hold of was some crow feathers. Now, I can source these myself. If I go down to my local beach, and if you've ever come to England by boat, the chances are you've been to Southampton Port, and what if you didn't know, you come off the English Channel, you go behind the Isle of Wight and up another little channel which is the Solent, and that's the coast that I live at. I live off the Solent, and you would think, seeing that it's a port there and everything else, that there would be hundreds upon hundreds of seagulls. Well, there isn't. There's hundreds upon hundreds of crows. And so I can walk along the shore and pick up crow feathers, but they're not the prettiest of crow feathers. They tend to be a little bit raggedy, which they make brilliant, I shall call it a wafter, you know, to waft around smoke or dust off your altar, that sort of thing. So they're really, really good for that. But they're not particularly pretty. So if I want something very, very pretty, and these are so lovely, you could make quills out of those. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. But they are quite expensive to buy. But I like that these, once again, are ethically sourced. They are a byproduct of something that has to happen. And it's a shame, but quite often crows are culled. And there is a byproduct of that. And I kind of like the idea of having these crow feathers, because it's almost like the crow didn't die totally in vain. Not all the feathers are from culled crows, but some are. So there we go. I will be packaging those up and selling them separately, and yeah, making some zhuzhy things. So there you go. I will link Craftmoor below. I will link this lady from Australia, her Etsy store. I will link below. I'm going to have some amazing things in my store very soon. Rather than have just some little, like I do my little sets, it's just ones that I just happen to have. This is my ultimate protection set. So it's a little box, and it's got a bloodstone in it, and then it's got 3 little vials in it, and one is my black salt, one is basil, and one is cascarilla, which is eggshells, because these are the things that I use. And I'm quite often doing these small boxes, but I'm going to do some big boxes full of things that I personally use. So it'll be things like this candle holder, which is, you can see it's really lovely. So, and these candles, a black candle and a white candle. There'll be a pin, same as the one I've got, which is a pentagram pin, notepads, pens, witch's curse incense, because it's my absolute favourite, and an ash catcher because it's the incense sticks. There's all sorts. There'll be tumblestones and packets of herbs and little glass bottles, so you can make your own witch bottles or spell bottles. Anyway, so I thought I would do that, and when I have a box ready made up, I haven't got one made up yet because I have to make the wands. I'm in the middle of making some wands to go in the boxes too. These are rosewood, wild rosewood that grows in my garden. Anyway, I've added it all up, and it's cost me about £48 to put these boxes together, including the boxes themselves, and I was going to sell them for about 50, so I'm not really making any money, certainly not being paid for my time, but that's the reason I set up my shop anyway, so that I could sell the kind of things that I use myself at basically the same as what it costs me, only you pay postage. That's the only reason I set up my shop, because you get people who sell things, and just because what they sell is associated with witchcraft, they want to triple or more the price, and that I find incredibly annoying, because I would rather give to my community and share with my community than try to earn a buck off them, to be honest. Yes, it would be nice, and this is where I went on to my next video about being a career witch, so that is coming next. But anyway, I just wanted to say that yeah, for my own store, which I will also link below, I'm going to have some new stuff in there, but when I finish one of the main big boxes, I would like to show you guys, because I know if I ask for feedback about whether you think it's value for money or whether it would be the kind of thing you would like to buy, I will get an honest feedback. You know, I notice quite a lot of you do not hold your punches. You are quite happy to kick me up the jacksie and let me know, you know, if things are not okay. So there you go. That's what I shall do. But for now, thank you for watching, witchy people. I will be back very soon, and don't forget to check out these links, like Craftmoor, amazing. Love Craftmoor. I'm pretty sure it's Nigel. Pretty sure this woman's name was Kairi. Might be Studio 24. I can't remember. But I will link her shop below. It's an Etsy store. So there you go. Thank you very much. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.